Hi, class. Hope you guys had a great weekend. We're going to continue The Young Man in the Sea. Today will be Chapter 18, What Happened to the Stars. Nothing like a quit motor to put a lump in your throat. I got so used to the sound of it that the sudden quiet almost hurts. Ain't just the quiet, though. Without a motor to push a boat along, the sea takes over and does what it wants. Soon as the motor quits, the big swells start to turn the skiff around, turning me like the wind turns a leaf in a puddle, making the compass spin from east to west and round again. Feels like I'm going down the drain. This is bad, real bad. I yank on the cord. The motor sputters and dies. Yank again and again. Nothing. What went wrong? Could be 100 things. Bad spark plug, a broken wire, a gummed up carburetor. Maybe the miserable old motor finally died of old age, and no way to know for sure in the dark. I'm so mad and scared I almost cry. Almost, but not quite. Finally, I think to check the gas tank, which I should have done right away. It's bone dry. I switch the fuel hose over to the next tank, squeeze the primer bulb, and yank on the starter cord, thinking, please, 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 start. The old outboard sputters to life. Sweetness! Nothing sounds so pure and sweet as a motor running when you're all alone in the middle of nowhere. A minute later, I've got the skiff headed east again. East for the ledge. East until the sun comes up. East where the big fish live. I look up, hoping to see the stars, but there must be clouds because the sky is as black as the sea. Nothing to do but trust the compass. You sure this is a good idea, Skiff Beeman? I don't know, but it's the only idea I got. Rule number 3 doesn't mean you risk your life. It never meant that. Don't worry, Mom, I'll stay in the boat. When you were little, you were scared of the dark. Still am, don't matter. Had to leave the nightlight on or you'd wake up crying. That was when I was a baby. Remember what I told you, being brave isn't the same as being stupid. I'm not being brave, I'm just going fishing. Be careful, Skiffy dear. That harpoon is bigger than you are. I'll be careful, Mom. I won't do nothing stupid. It's not like I think my mom is really talking to me. More like all the things she said are stored up inside my brain and come out when I'm all alone. Like I know what she'd say about stuff and how she felt about things and what she'd want me to do. Once when I was about 6, I did a cannonball off the dock. The water was way over my head and Dad had to fish me out or I might have drowned. After they dried me off, Mom asked what I was thinking to do such a thing. I told her I was learning how to be brave. That's when she said that thing about brave not being the same as stupid. I meant before I could try being brave, I had to use my brain and be smart. Life is a gift, she said, whenever I did something really dumb, like riding my bike with no hands with my eyes closed down Spotter Hill on a dare. Life is a gift and you mustn't just throw it away. So here I am in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, thinking about my mom and praying on the sun to come up soon, thinking everything will be okay once the sun come up. When the sun does come up, there will be other boats out fishing for giant tuna, same as me. Get in trouble, all you gotta do is wave your arms or make some noise, they'll lend a hand. Once when my dad was out on the Mary Rose, a storm came on suddenly, and the swells broke out in whitecaps, and he decided to head in early, just to be cautious. Then a cooling hose blew, and he lost power and started to take on water. Dev Murphy saw him and towed him home, which ain't easy in a heavy sea. Both boats got beat up by the storm, with windows broke and gear smashed and traps lost overboard. When I asked Dad if he had to pay Dev back, he said that's not how it works. Fish and you fish alone, every man for himself. But when one man gets in trouble at sea, we're all in trouble. We're in it together, so you lend a hand and don't think of what it costs, because the next time it might be you with a busted motor or a sinking boat and the waves crashing all around. Not a soul out here with me at the moment, though. Not even a bird in the sky. Ain't really a sky you can make out. More a close-up darkness right over my head. Just me and my skiff and the sound of the motor putting along and the slap of black water on the hull. After a time, the steep swells smooth out. Nothing to see but the compass. Keep the arrow on the big E for east, I know that much. Now and then I flick the flashlight beam out from the skiff, but it don't catch nothing but water. Water so black it sucks up the light. If you think you're alone, try singing a song. Somebody's sure to tell you to shut up. Not much for singing, Mom, not like you. I won't laugh, Skiffy, I promise. Go on and sing. Can't think of a song right now. Sure you can. Remember your favorite song when you were 5 years old? The fishing song? I do remember that song, or part of it anyway. Mama's going fishing, Papa's going fishing, I'm a-going fishing too. Dad bought me a brand new pole for my birthday, but wouldn't give it to me until I learned that song. Trouble was, once I learned it, I wouldn't shut up. Sang that silly song until Mom said if I sang it one more time, her ears would fall off. You promise? I said, because I thought ears falling off was pretty cool, and she got to laughing so hard, Dad had to pat her on the back. Sing it all you want, she said when she got done laughing. Sing it until it wears you out. What about your ears? I asked. I like my ears, she said, touching the earrings Dad gave her for their anniversary. I like my ears, and I think I'll keep them. Now you go on and sing. My voice sounds real small against the empty all around, but it feels good singing. Let the ocean know I'm here. Mama's going fishing, Papa's going fishing, I'm a-going fishing too. Sounds better if I hit the seat with my hand, keeping the rhythm. Wampa, 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 wampa. Mama's going fishing, Papa's going fishing, I'm a-going fishing too. Trouble is, all I can remember is just that one line of the song. There's something about a cane pole and a fishing hole, but I can't find it. So it's just as well there's no one to hear me acting stupid. Boy in a small boat singing his head off, can't even recall the whole stupid song. Probably think being all alone in the dark made me crazy or something. Maybe I am. Crazy, I mean. What a totally insane idea, take a boat this small offshore, this far. What was I thinking? Even when the sun does come up, I won't be able to see land. How will I ever find my way back home? The compass, you fool. Stop your blubbering. You got a compass, don't you? A good solid compass from the Mary Rose. A compass that always got her home, even in the worst kind of weather. Catch your fish, skiff beamin', then head west. Head west for long enough and you'll bump into land. Might not be the harbor at Spinney Cove if the current sets against you, but it will be land. Sell that big tuna to Mr. Nagahachi, and you can take a limousine home. Me in a limousine. The idea makes me laugh, and somehow that gets me off worrying myself to death. Shake my head to clear it, and realize I've been drenched in cold sweat. Soaked through to my skin. Or that's what I think at first. Only I can feel the wet in the air as I putt along. It ain't me that's in a cold sweat. It's the dark itself. Fog. That's what happened to the stars, you knucklehead. Fog so thick it melts on your face. Bad fog. Blind fog. White darkness. What they call a real pea super. All I can do is pray for sunrise. Pray the sun will burn off the fog and let me see again. Because if there's one thing that scares me more than being lost in the dark, it's being lost in the fog. As we wrap up chapter 18, we've noticed in the last couple chapters that Skiff's mom talks to him. Not really, as she's passed away, but I just was curious if you ever read a book or watched a show or seen a movie that had a character that had passed away or maybe wasn't with the main character who would show up maybe in a vision or a dream, or they just kind of imagined them saying these things. And just be curious what previous experience you've had seeing something like that, because I think it's a really cool way for Skiff's mom to be a character in the book and to share her wisdom and her love with her son, even though she is not with him anymore. So just leave your comments below. I look forward to hearing from you, and have a great day.